I smell a honkin' jobby. Plack!
Hi, I haven't done a video in a while. I've left it a bit late to do a video too because it's coming up for... Oh fuck. Sorry, it's coming up for nearly 12 o'clock in the morning. 12 o'clock in the morning. It's dark outside, so it's 12 o'clock. I'm half asleep. I haven't been sleeping much lately because of the... I don't know, I've just been really tired. I can fall asleep in a chair. I can fall asleep standing up at the fucking... Sorry, at the sink. It is taken. I'm falling asleep standing up. But when I actually go to sleep, I can't get to sleep. And it's been like that for ages. And I've been sleeping a little bit better at the moment, but I'm really tired. So I'm just talking. Anyway, I found something about... Does anybody remember when I did the timeline book a while back? And I flicked through it and I was showing you some of the stuff that I'd seen, and a lot of people didn't really believe half of it, and then suddenly I got evidence that the Queen, of what spoke about the Queen, appeared in this reality. Well, I've just seen a video online. I think it was a new video that just came up on I was going to say the timeline, on YouTube's timeline, and it was by... it was from the channel Spiritually Raw, and it was they were talking to a guy called Gene Decode. That's obviously not his real name, obviously, but for some bizarre reason I think I've heard of him before, and I think he's got something to do with the military. So maybe he's done other videos, maybe. I don't know, but what clicked me onto his video in the first place wasn't so much that. It was the fact that he said about the Hillary Clinton timeline, a timeline that I actually have been in, at least one of them, because I know there's more than one, because other people have said that they've been in a Hillary Clinton timeline that was completely different, but the one I was in was awful. So, I mean, they're all awful. That's why Donald Trump got into power, isn't it? But, you know, they're all awful. But, that's why I clicked on the video. So if you want to see the video, I can't. Normally I could mirror a video. If the people say that I can mirror their video in their video, then I'd mirror it. But I can't do it with this one. So I can tell you that it's, if you want to hear about it, it's pretty interesting. Gene Decode, Spiritually Raw channel. You should be able to find it. Oh God. I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do a video. I was going to do a video for a while, but I'm not going to do it now. Basically, it was all the businesses that had gone out of business in our town because of, because of what the real reasons behind that was. But I've had this weird dream that I shouldn't do that video. It gave me a lot of information. I got a lot of information that I should do this video. And now I'm being told not to do the video because it doesn't matter anymore. Which sounds a bit negative, so I'm not going to do the video. But I will put up, because I've done the footage of the businesses that have gone out of business in my town, because of this, I will put that up at the end of this video. There's a lot of things. Basically, some of the stuff I was going to say in that other video was, you know, the reasons behind it. It was to basically put out businesses. It was something to do with China being... Well, America being controlled by China, or 3/4 of America being owned by China. Now, that's controversial in itself, and I'm not saying that's the same in this timeline, but that's the way it was in other timelines. And if it is the same here, then it would explain why the mask wearing is so important, because China wants to control the world. Not China itself. I don't think the Chinese government is 100% involved in this. There's people above them, obviously, but that's what they want. They've taken the idea from China, and China controls America, so they're pushing China to push America, and America's trying to push the rest of the world. And the UK is not much better, and unfortunately there are a lot of people in Scotland who think that Scotland's going to get independence. Not by the SNP, they certainly fucking won't. For this, I used to support the SNP, I don't anymore for reasons beyond that. Basically, all the governments of the world are controlled by the same people. I think most people know that. I'm not the only person to say that. It's not the government's fault most of the time. They're controlled by people higher up. But anyway, there's... Oh, I don't want to get into all this now. To be honest, I can't be asked. This timeline has taken a lot out of me, and I don't think I'll be doing any more videos at the moment. I know, I haven't lasted as long as most people, have I? Let's face it, most of the people who tell the truth about the Mandela effect, they tend to disappear after a while. They go onto Patreon or they do something else, and so I'm not doing any of that. If I stop doing these videos, it'll be because you won't find me anywhere else. At the moment, I'm just tired, and this video is basically a rant because I'm half asleep. I'll give you that link again. I'll put the link in the video. Spiritually Raw channel. Yeah, Spiritually Raw channel. Gene Decode interview. Anyway, it's a good interview. If you're not really into the Mandela effect, you don't see it, you don't understand it, then you might not like the video because it goes into a lot more about cloning and God, ETs, cloning, lots of stuff. Stuff that I'm way too familiar with. So it's well worth looking at, but it's a bit hard to get your head around it if you've not actually seen it for yourself. But anyway, just watch it. Even if you don't understand it, just watch it. You can have a laugh. For those of you who do understand what it's about, you can enjoy it. Well, not enjoy it, but you can watch it and find out. And the rest of you can just have a laugh. That's what I do. I don't mind if people have a laugh at my videos. If they think what I'm saying is completely nuts and they watch my videos and have a laugh, then, that's fine. I mean, you need a laugh in this reality. This is just a messed up timeline which keeps jumping from one possible scenario to another. I mean, it's crazy stuff that's going on out there. There is one thing that I will laugh at myself. I've been asked a lot of times, how come nobody ever sees any serious timelines, any strange timelines, any extreme timelines? Well, take a look out that window. Well, not that window, but take a look out into your street. Look at the people wearing the masks. Look at the people walking in line, standing in distance. Look at the people who... you don't get more extreme than this timeline. Now, forget the Hillary Clinton one. Forget, Hillary Clinton. Forget the Queen turning into a reptile and her face changing every 5 minutes. Maybe not for you, but certainly for me. Take a look out that window. Is that really the world that you remember being in the past? No matter how bad it was in the past? I'm going to regret saying that because I know that a lot of people are going to say it's always been like that. Well, if it's always been like that, then I give up. But it never was like that where I came from. In my timeline, people knew the truth about the New World Order going way back before the internet. I'm talking early 1900s, 1800s, and I'll tell you why. Because certain groups of people in my reality in the past were never murdered. They shared the knowledge that the Illuminati had. They shared that knowledge, which is why nothing that's happened in this reality or any reality I've been to since has ever happened in my reality, ever. I mean, I'm not talking about World War I or World War II. These things happen because the Illuminati do occasionally win, but they don't get this they don't get this much control without being able to manipulate people so far back in time. So far back that they've been able to manipulate people in certain timelines. And they're changing those timelines. And there's other people out there who change the timelines back. Well, they're not changing back, but they change them back as much as they can. I mean, it's like... I'm trying to explain this and I'm not very good at explaining this stuff. That's why you should watch other people who know what they're talking about better. Imagine Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is not the ideal person for American presidency. He's not the ideal president for America. I'm half asleep, I'm talking crap. He's not the ideal person for the president of America, is he? But then neither was George Bush. Or Obama, come to think of it. In fact, America can get by with a president in the White House that's a bit of an idiot. As long as he tries to do the right thing, you know, America will survive. As will the UK. I mean, Boris Johnson's a complete and utter idiot. But at the end of the day, it's Boris Johnson. He's fun when you watch him on television, on Have I Got News For You, or whatever other show he's on. He's fun. In fun, I wouldn't put him in charge of goldfish, let alone a country. But the point is, he's not actually running things, so at the end of the day, who gives a shit, right? So, Donald Trump may not be the most perfect candidate for president, but compared to Hillary Clinton, he is. So, they basically make sure the Hillary Clinton reality doesn't happen. And they put Donald Trump in. Now, Donald Trump's not the ideal person, but for that particular moment, he's the ideal person. It's the ideal reality. He's not going to destroy America completely. I'm talking bollocks now because it looks like he could, but at the time, he wasn't going to destroy America. Hillary Clinton definitely would have. And I've been there, I know it. I will testify in a fucking court. Well, yeah, I'll have to testify in court, but I'm not sure I could give the evidence on that one. Not 100% anyway. I'll testify in the court over the Queen one. I can get the evidence for that. For some reason that evidence keeps popping up in my timelines every time. Every now and then it pops up, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just ranting because I'm half asleep. The point is, I just wanted you to see that video there. Spiritually raw channel. Gene Decode interview. Just watch it, right? Okay. Some of y'all like it, some of y'all think it's a load of shite, but just do what you want. And sorry, this video, I'm half asleep, so this video is not... It's just a bit of a rant, really, so... Have a good one. Good one? What the fuck am I talking about? Try to have a good day in this rather messed up reality. And I'll do a better video at some point. See ya.
I smell a honking jobby. Prick!